Hi everyone, this is your general collective reading for the month of March 2021. So I do oracle message, two themes for the month of March, and then I'll do tarot. Then we get a message from the Moonology deck, and then one thing that you will want to work on through this month from the Work Your Life deck. These are general and collective. It's not a personal reading, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you feel like this reading does not apply to you or it doesn't resonate with you, it's probably not your message at this time, so please don't force it to resonate, okay? Alright, get started with two main themes for the month of March. Chicken, and cauldron. Okay, so beware of gossiping, be careful about being a little superstitious, or just talking more than you can actually deliver, or more than you actually intend to do. Okay, so be careful about that. That might be the theme this month. You might also start getting you might suddenly start remembering things from the past, okay, in this month. Use that to support your creativity, and that some of that stuff may surprise you also with the cauldron here. So some of something that may come up from the past, or something that you may learn from your past, or generally just the past. Okay, so it could be past about your own life, it could be just through conversations with your parents or your family members or your friends. You get to learn something about ancient their ancestral past, or maybe some methods or some ways of doing things, or some certain kinds of mindsets. Those might come up this month a lot. Some of it might surprise you, some of it might actually help to make you more creative, okay? But with chicken and cauldron both, I feel like you have the chance to be more creative. You have the chance to really deep dive in terms of what your talents are, in terms of what is the richness that you have. You have the opportunity this month to deep dive into that. But I feel like if you just keep talking too much about it without doing anything, or without actually translating any of that into action, then that's really not going to be beneficial to you. So take care of that, okay? Also, don't get into unnecessary discussions or conversations which you feel are not aligning with the person you are or the person you are becoming. For those of you who are on some kind of a self-improvement or some kind of a growth journey, if you feel like there are conversations, or there are surroundings, or there are interactions that are only just inane talking, inane chatting, with absolutely no food for your soul, or for your growth, or for your creativity, whatever you can create, then stay away from that. You, on the other hand, also be careful about not talking too much, and being more mindful about just getting the job done, doing the work, instead of talking about it over and over again. Okay, so just be mindful about that. All right, light themes, nothing heavy, so that's good. Okay, let's see tarot. I'm going to do what was the past energy, what is the present energy, and what is a potential outcome, and then one word of advice for the general collective. Okay, so in the past, you got the Seven of Athenes. So in the past, there may have been some deception, there may have been some foul play, some manipulations, some not being true. Okay, now whether these deceptions have happened in your head, in terms of in your thought process, or they have actually played out in your life, but it seems like there may have been something which may not have been completely revealed to you, which is also what I said. Some things from your past may come up to be revealed to you, and it might surprise you. So it could be around this as well, although this is in the past. So take it as it applies. For some of you it may already have come to the front, for some of you it might come into the front in the month of March. Okay, so look out for any potential deceptive behaviors, potential deceptive conversations. Like I said earlier also, don't indulge in conversations which are not aligned to who you are as a person and who you're becoming as a person. Okay, look to each their own. If we can't judge somebody's soul journey based on where we are at. Okay, so if somebody's journey still needs to have certain kinds of conversations, or certain kinds of dialogues, or certain kinds of interaction, it doesn't make them better or worse. It's just who they are at that point in time, and that's what they need, or that's what their journey needs, or that's what so to speak, their karma needs to get completed with that. Okay, so don't judge anybody, but yeah, just make sure that you don't indulge in all of that if that's not aligning to who you are. And in that aspect, I feel like there may have been some things which you may have felt like were a little deceptive, or a little uncovered, or a little not revealed to you, or some like there were hidden agendas. I think that might come up, or for some of you it may already have come up. Okay, let me do a clarifier. Okay, the Horned God. This is the card for the Emperor in the traditional deck. It's card for Aries. So I feel like this deception, or this your mind games, or some kind of manipulation or cheating, or holding on to even past deceptions, I think it was regarding a father figure or a male figure in your life. Okay, now this could be you, or this could be just somebody who embodies a lot of male energy or a lot of masculine energy in your life. So there could have been something that you may have discovered, or that you might discover, for those of you who haven't yet, in the month of March. Okay, I'm going to draw one more clarifier for the Horned God, for the Emperor. Okay, here, 9 of Wands. Okay, so some kind of definitely some kind of something that that somebody did not want to reveal to you, or something that was not revealed to you, which was probably done for a reason. There may have been nervous anxiety, or generally nervous body language that you may have observed, which may have also made you feel like there is something which is hidden, or there is something which is not being revealed to you, or there is something which is not being told to you on purpose. All right, and this could be regarding a masculine energy or a male figure in your life. I also feel like for some of you, if you do come to know, or if you do find out about any kind of deceptions or mind games that have been subjected to you, or you have been subjected to, you might feel the need to, or you may have felt the need to in the past, to put up your boundaries, especially with the men in your life, or generally with somebody who's really a strong person, who's got a very dominating, or can be a dominating kind of a personality at times, can be some kind of a taskmaster also at times. All right, this doesn't look like it's work related, neither does it look like it's relationship related as such in the past. It's a very generic energy that I'm getting. So this could have generally happened in any aspect of your life in the past. For those of you, if it's not happened yet, there's a probability it will happen as we progress into March. All right, so just know your boundaries. Understand that people don't deceive because they have a bad heart or they have malice in their heart. People deceive is because they are working from insecurities. They're working from an inability to see their true worth. Look, I'm not saying it's good to deceive people, or deceive anybody. It's not, because nothing good really comes out of it. Typically, in my opinion, in my experience, people don't generally deceive because they want to, or they want to create malice. It's just coming from a place of unhealed trauma, unhealed wounds. All right, look beyond that. Look, if you can help the person with your creativity, with something that might help them from their past. With the chicken, like I said earlier, something from the past, something might help them with their past, or just revisiting their past might help them. Try and do that if you can. If you can't, stay away, but don't take it to heart. Okay, all right, let's look at present energy. The Sith, beautiful card. This card for temperance in the traditional tarot deck. This is going to be the energy that's going to prevail for you for the month of March. What did I say? Temperance is about patience, it's about healing, it's about balancing dualities, integrating dualities, it's about coming from a place of integrity, okay? It's also about restoration of karmic balance, alright? So like I said earlier, if you can help somebody with, if you realize there is some deception, or there's been some foul play or mind games, or somebody's, been giving you the short end of the stick, put your boundaries where you need to, if you need to, but send healing to this person, okay? Send positive thoughts or positive energy to this person. I think you're already going to be doing that. For some of you, there might be an apology that comes in if something like this gets uncovered. Maybe the person realizes on their own, or whatever it may be, or you realize it on your own. I'm saying from the other person's point of view, but this can also be you towards another person, okay? So even you could have been deceptive in the past, okay? So take it as it applies. So I feel like in the month of March, you're going to be in a fairly balanced state. The collective is going to be in a fairly balanced state, where we're going to, focus more on just healing and letting go, healing and letting go, healing and letting go. Also, maintaining integrity in that. What did I also say? Is that don't talk too much if you cannot back it up with action, especially in terms of your own life. Whatever you want to create, or whatever it is that that adds richness to your growth, to your soul, to your journey, to your path, to your life. And in that process, whatever it is that you want to create, don't cackle too much, or don't faff too much if you cannot back it up with action. All right, so integrity is going to be also a big theme in March. All right, it's also going to be probably a good balance and a good coming together of thought processes and actions. Okay, so whatever it is that you may think, especially in terms of creativity, and I'm saying thought process and action especially for this reading, is because you've got your themes are chicken and cauldron. Cauldron is creativity, it's about adding richness, and chicken is about just going on and on verbally, without any really action. At the same time, just maybe even repeating things from the past, or maybe just keep revisiting things from the past, or just talking about things from the past, but they don't really help, right? So that's why I said that I think the energy will be more of finding a midpoint and amalgamating your thoughts as well as your actions to come to a place of more wholeness. Okay, that's what most people in the collective are going to be striving towards, and that's going to be prevailing through the month of March. Let me do clarify for that. So beautiful, the star, imagine, and so many major arcana cards, 3 already. All right, the star card, this card for Aquarius. So like I said, healing definitely is going to be happening, especially for those of you who have experienced some deception in the past. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of healing happening in the month of March. Stay patient, okay, keep being true to what you are doing. Know that in healing yourself, you automatically heal your environment. Okay, this is an important aspect that everybody I think needs to know, is that when you heal yourself, you automatically heal your environment. It is just an automatic process. You don't really have to do anything about it. So don't worry about, like I said, yes, okay, if you can extend help, if you can send healing energy or positive energy to whoever the person may be in charge over here in the past with the deception, and even if it's you, forgive yourself. All right, know that even if you were deceptive towards somebody, or if you created some kind of a false image, or some kind of a manipulative image, or conversations or interactions, even if you did that, you probably also did it from a place of insecurity. You did it from a place of coming from something which was not healed in your past. Therefore, forgive yourself also for it, okay? Because you, in your present energy, now 2 cards are representing healing and being in alignment, all right? So if you're able to do this, if you're able to stay in this energy for the rest of March, I think it'll be great. Hopefully the potential outcome should be good. Okay, let's look at the potential outcome. Also, the more you stay in alignment, so if you see the star card, it's beautiful. Okay, there's she's pouring water into the river as well as onto the earth. Okay. So if you stay in this energy of alignment, being patient and being integrated always, or at least at most times, your creativity will also see an increase. The richness that you add to your life will also see an increase. Okay. All right, let's look at a potential outcome for you guys. Two wands fell reversed. You may refuse to make a decision. You may refuse to listen to your intuition as well. Okay, because for most of you, you will know what is the right decision to make, especially in terms of all of this, whatever has happened and whatever is happening. And whether it's in regards to, you know, you bringing more creativity into any project, or bringing more creativity into your life or your day-to-day life, any decisions that need to be made regarding that, I feel like for some of you, you're going to avoid making that decision. You're not going to be ready to make that decision, even though you, somewhere in your heart or somewhere at a deep core level, you know what is the right thing to do or what is the right decision to make. Because with the Two of Wands, essentially it's about letting go of something that you are holding on to because of fear of what you don't know what is going to come next, okay, or what is going to be out there for you, right? But in your heart, you know that if you let go of whatever it is that is holding you back, there's only going to be better things or greater things or things that are more aligned with, again, I keep repeating this, is things that are more aligned with who you are and where you are on your journey and who you're becoming in that process, okay? So you will need to let go of something that holds you back, something that is no longer working for you, something that no longer resonates with you, something that no longer maybe you learned your lessons through whatever you needed to learn your lessons, or maybe your journey with that particular situation or that environment or those people has come to an end, and you'll only do more damage to yourself holding on to that instead of letting it go and moving on to the next. So some of you might avoid doing that for fear of you don't know what is going to happen next. Let me do a clarifier. There were Two of Pentacles now. This is like double whammy. Yeah, juggling. So some of you will not be ready to make a decision about whatever direction you want to move into in the month of March towards the end. Is because you might be juggling two things. You might be juggling two options. Now this could be two options around work, this could be two options around where you want to live, this could be two options around people, this could be options around the way you used to live your life and now how you're living your life. Okay, look, it's not easy to give up or let go of the life that we have lived up until now. And for those of you who are on a journey, you will understand what I'm saying when I say that in essence, we feel a loss for the person who we were, okay, because of course there is an attachment to that as well, okay. So but the same person that you were maybe 5 years ago, 2 years ago, or even a year ago, it's like you're not the same person today, is because there have been so many experiences that have happened to you in the last 1 year or in the last 5 years. There have been so many people you may have come across. There may have been so many situations that you may have come across in the last 5 years or 1 year or whatever the time frame may be. So you cannot possibly be the same person that you were, okay, even if you've not been on a soul journey or a growth journey or a transformation journey. Even if you've not been on it, even for regular stuff, you can't be the same person who you were 5 years back or 1 year back. So it is difficult to let go of that person and become this new person, or embody this new person, or allow this new person to have their day, because this new person again is not going to last. Again, after the next 1 year, this person who you are today is not going to be the same as who you're going to be in the next 1 year. All right, so life is a transition all the time. It's like a river, it's flowing. You can't stagnate it. If you stagnate it, it starts to stink, it starts to smell, it starts to get mucky, and then there's absolutely no growth over there. There's only claustrophobia and only a feeling of suffocation. All right, so whatever it is that you're juggling, even if it is juggling certain personalities about yourself, and you're not being able to make a decision in terms of what to let go about your own self or external environments, know that whatever it is that you're letting go of is for your highest good, or it's for the purpose of helping you to reach your maximum potential in the journey that you are on right now. Okay, so whether it's good, bad, I don't know, I don't want to color it, but yeah, looks like towards the end of March, for some of you, you're not going to want to make a decision. Okay. All right, let's look at a word of advice. Nine of Athenes. So for those of you who refuse to make decisions, or refuse to or choose to remain stuck in fear or outdated belief systems, also with chicken, the theme is ancient past. Okay, so there could be some things from your past which you refuse to let go of, or behaviors, or even ancestral patterns. Okay, so maybe that's what you need to let go of, and that's what the decision you need to make. So for those of you who are unwilling to make that decision and want to continue to juggle, watch out for some anxiety, watch out for nightmares, watch out for feeling drained, watch out for feeling like you have no help, or you have nowhere to go to, nobody to turn to. Okay, so my advice to you would be, or my suggestion to you would be, if this happens to you, you need to know that there is something you need to decide, something you need to let go of, so you can stop your juggling, or take your time and weigh the pros and cons, and then make that decision. Because once you make that decision, this anxiety, this Nine of Athenes or Nine of Swords, will cease to be. All right, I'm going to get one more clarifier for the Nine of Athenes. Okay, I got two instead. Right, Three of Wands and the Wild Hunt, or the Tower. In this deck is the Wild Hunt in traditional tarot. This one is the Tower. Right, you have got to let whatever needs to get broken down. What did I say? Whatever needs to get broken down, let it get broken down, because it's taking you in the direction that you're meant to be going into. All right, so if you don't do that, then you're just going to be hit with more. Also, you might get surprised about some things in the month of March, or it might shock you, or might catch you off guard. You got a double confirmation of that as well now. All right, so you stay in this energy. Of balance, alignment, healing, positivity. Speak only that which you can back up with action, and which you authentically mean from the bottom of your soul, or the depth of your soul. Okay, that will also help you to make this decision, or help you to get out of this juggling mode. All right, and in that process, all of this can be avoided, especially this Nine of Athenes. All right, so whatever needs to leave, let it leave. You've got the Tower now here, but don't worry, because whatever is getting broken down, or whatever is leaving, or whatever is degenerating, is actually, and you can see, I don't know if the camera will catch it, but if you see in this, you see there's a chicken over here. Yeah. And your main theme is also chicken. So this is not being made up. I think the energy is quite clear for this month in terms of you will be getting what you want. Three of Wands is the card for manifestation, your desires. You will be getting what you want, but for that you have to make space. So for that you have to let go of whatever is holding you back, of your past, of your certain aspect of your personality, certain relationships, maybe if there has been deception. Okay. Yeah, okay, nice messages. Nothing heavy, nice messages. Your outcome can be changed if you choose to work well with these two energies. Alright, let's get a moon message for you guys. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. What did I say? How beautiful this is. So whatever is getting shattered out of your life, please allow it to go, guys. Don't hold on to stuff that is not meant for you. Alright, one thing that you want to work on actively. You know, and as I was shuffling this deck, I just knew that an affirmation card is going to come out, like a yes or no card is going to come out in what you need to work on. All right, and I was like, oh my god, if there's a yes or a no card that comes out, how do I explain that? Yes, what do you need to work on? Just say yes, whatever it is that you're doing which is aligned to your highest good. Remember, if you take care of your highest good, there is no chance that any aspect of your actions, your behavior, your energy, your thoughts, your interactions will harm anybody else. Okay, so for those of you who understand what I'm saying, when you work from the foundation or the level of your highest good, which means the highest good which is aligned to universal good, to divine good, to the cosmic good, that is your highest good, and that can never harm anybody else. All right, so say yes and continue to do what feels right for your growth, for your alignment, for your integrity, for your benefit. All right, I'm not talking about being selfish over here, I'm talking about being self-full. So know the difference between the two. Be self-full, take care of yourself, everything else will take care of itself. All right, but you need to do that from a place of authenticity, integrity, merging dualities, not having deceptions at play, okay, not having somebody else's downfall, or ensuring that your actions don't harm anybody else. So when you do that, you automatically start getting aligned to everything that's happening in the universe and whatever is meant for you. All right, so I think it's a beautiful reading. I don't see anything very heavy about it. This is, I think, primarily for those of you in the last year, if you have refused to let go of stuff, I think that you're just going to keep bombarding, the universe is just going to keep bombarding you with more and more until you finally choose to let go of past delusions, past hurts, past behaviors, past actions, past experiences or things that are done. And until you choose to move on, I think you will keep getting bombarded with that from the universe. All right, so choice is really yours. At the end of the day, we all have free will. Okay, so I hope that this helped you guys for the month of March. Towards the mid of March, I will be doing the elements, the 4 elements, with your reading from mid-March to mid-April. So check back in for that as well. All right, until then, you guys have a great rest of March. See you.